Hi, I'm Kelly Kubash.
And I'm Cody Kubash. And last year, we got the privilege of serving on a Connect crew.
My name is Anita Deyinka, and I was privileged to serve on the Connect team as a camp nurse.
My name is Tomi Adenka, and I had the privilege to serve on the Connect crew.
I'm Chrissy Byram, and together with my family, we were a host home for the Connect crew staff members.
Hi, I'm Sarah Byram, and I was a Connect crew volunteer.
Hi, I'm Becca Byram, and I was a student staffer intern.
And I'm Batman.
Oh my God.
Everybody get in line. Dad, say your actual name.
And I'm Clint Byram.
The Sunday before camp started, I remember going to Amber and I told her I was going to sign Tommy up to volunteer for camp because I didn't want her just sitting at home all through the week. And after service, I told my daughter that, Tommy, you're going to serve in camp. And she's like, why? I said, because you'll be sitting at home all through the week and no, go to church and do something. And she's like, no. And that evening when we came for the orientation, I could just see it on her face like, I'm not doing this. I'm like, Mommy said so, you're going to do it. I could see that the first day she came, she made some friends. When I came to pick her up, I actually saw her saying bye and hello to some other kids. And the very next morning, I thought she was going to sleep in. Before I woke up, she was dressed for camp. I was like, what's going on? And she said, we're going to camp today. And the good thing that happened for me as a mom was to actually see my daughter come out of that shell, to break free from that social anxiety. And she made friends while she was in camp. And actually, this was a catalyst to her wanting to go for her own camp.
I was so upset. I was like, why, Mom? I just want to sleep in. It's summer. I knew my brother was going to be there, so I knew it was going to be fun. And some of the kids that lived in my neighborhood were also there. So then when I came back the next day, I had made some friends, and then I kept on going the same week because it was fun, and also you can't just stay at home all summer.
So I expected the camp week to be loud and chaotic, and it was. However, it was very intentional, and the kids got to learn and be creative. It was a really good time. It was very fulfilling as an adult to see that with the children.
My expectation going to the week of camp was that I was going to be very tired and doing a lot of work, and the kids were going to be very difficult. But it ended up being a really good experience, and the kids were a lot of fun, and I really cherished the bonds that I made with the kids.
Going in as a nurse, I really didn't know what to expect. But it was awesome. It was really awesome just being in the midst of all this joyfulness with the kids and all this, I wouldn't call it chaos, but it was some kind of joyous chaos, you know?
One of my favorite things about the experience and why I would be encouraged to do it again is that the joy and the peace that I got from actually serving the Lord and just being obedient and putting myself out there in a situation that I didn't have all the answers to. I didn't know what it was going to be like. And by the end of it, I was just as sad to see the weekend as all the kids because of how much fun we had.
On the last day, one of the kids that I had been working with throughout the camp came up to me, and he gave me this picture that said I was his favorite counselor, and it was like us together, and it was really sweet, and I have it like framed, and it's really cute.
The most impactful part of camp for me was when I got to sit down and really just talk through life with one of the counselors, and we actually got a good life-altering conversation.
So I think one of the greatest things about being a host home for us was obviously with the two girls having the opportunity to see women of God that are giving of their time, giving up of their summer when, they could be hanging out with their friends but they're giving of their time to pour into the next generation. And even though the counselors that were staying with us were exhausted in the evenings or just trying to get going in the morning, they still took the time to pour into our girls while they were also working the camp. So it wasn't just an opportunity for us to host people in our home. That camp wouldn't happen without us because they need places to stay, but it was also an opportunity for our girls to see what walking out a life in Christ really looks like for people that are just a few years down the road and give them the opportunity to have that experience as well.
I think serving was really good. It was fun. It was enjoyable. Just seeing them grow and watching them learn about Jesus and having a good time while doing it. It was just so much fun. So I encourage you guys to serve and sign up in whichever capacity that you can. If you can't come for the whole week, that's fine. We only served a couple of days that week that we were able to, and they were grateful for it, and we were grateful for the opportunity.
I am encouraging students to serve at Connect camps because it is very flexible. If you have sports to do in the morning or in the afternoon, that there's always time slots for you to be available and that you could serve anytime you're able to.
And it changed my life.
And it changed my life.
I know when I was a kid, having that bond with the counselor really made me feel seen and loved, and that stuck with me even till who I am now.
Because I was a student staffer and it was different than Connect Crew, I had the opportunity to be sort of an intern with the Connect camp staff. And it was a great opportunity to learn how to work in a team and towards a common goal.
If you're considering being a host home, I really encourage you to get more information. We were quite intimidated by what we expected, and it turned out to be a great blessing for our family.